morning. Who has a wedding in fall? Well, trying to get an early start today, and that's not in the cards. Our chopper clutch might be out. Can't get it to engage. I don't know how chopper clutch goes out. I think we ran 130 or 120 or ran a lot of beans yesterday, and it was fine. Now it won't start this morning. I don't know. This is the clutch that started the little fire we had there a couple weeks ago. It's a new clutch, but that clutch doesn't have to be there. It is an option. You can put a pulley on there, so if that clutch is out, it will have a pulley here pretty soon. So Dad wanted to see what happened with the chopper all the way back, so we're going to make a big windrow of beans right now, I guess. There's a position sensor we're going to adjust once he quits this. Outside of that, I don't really know. That windrow will be fun. Now you can see what they look like when they don't go through the chopper. Well, it seems to be working now. Or, well, maybe not. I think Dad's getting biblical. So right now the theory is this little pad is a position sensor. I think it's bad. We're going to swap it with this one. Basically that pad tells that combine that the chopper's all the way engaged or slid forward. So we're going to try that. Bar is right in the way. Well, it's so fucking awesome.
It comes out the back, I think. Can you see it? It slides out the back. Oh.
I'm going to ratchet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She get right through there. Dirty son of a
Hmm.
Oh my God.
Gotta take that bracket off above it, I bet.
That's welded to the frame.
That bracket.
Yeah, to raise it up.
So we have swapped these two sensors. We're going to see if that does anything. Don't know if it will. We also don't know if one of those is bad, if the combine will still not let it run because one's bad. I don't know. We're going to find out. We do have a tech coming, but if we can fix it while he's on the way, we're going to try to do that. So every time he engages the separator, it starts to go for a second, and then we get a code that basically shuts the chopper down. Well, that's what happens when we run without the chopper. We have that windrow. We don't want to do that. If we were baling straw, it wouldn't be an issue. We're not baling straw. We want that shaft a full spread width. Nope, she shut down. Yeah, it's been doing that.
Oh.
I mean, it did that. Well, since the combine's still down, I guess we'll go back to ripping. Do something productive. This was not what I had on the bingo card for the day. Back and forth. It's a long field. This is a pretty tedious task. It's going to take a long time. I mean, it's only a 5-shank ripper, so it's only 12.5 feet wide, but it's a good thing about having a Fendt combine, I guess. You get time to do stuff like this because every now and then and it decides it doesn't want to work today. It's almost 5:30. There is a plan in place. There's parts coming. See if we can get it fixed tonight. I don't look for any acres to get harvested today. Very disappointed. We'd had a very good week. We'd been doing a lot of acres every day, and just didn't get the chance to today. I still don't understand how the combine broke overnight in the shed, but there we are. Well, we are out of def, so I'm going to take this back to the shed, and then I'm going to go check on the combine status, see how that's going. Did it kick out already? Well, that's a good sign. We might be back in business. No more clutch. So that clutch is now just a pulley. Apparently that was our issue. All right, we're combining. This harvest season, we've had 3 days of downtime from breakdown. 2 of those were post-fire. We were waiting on chopper parts and that clutch that we just had taken off. And today, it was that clutch. So that clutch is no more. It will not go back on that machine. That clutch is an option. Apparently it's very popular in Canada where they drop a windrow pretty often. Not really something common. Travis, our tech, he's the guy that works on most of the ideals in Southern Ohio. He said he's worked on 8 combines this year, and ours is the only one, or he's been around 8 combines this year, and ours is the only one that has that. So not really needed. All right, we're gonna hop in the grain cart now. We only got about, at best, an hour of running. So I don't know if we'll get this field done. We had 30 acres left of it, but we're gonna run as long as we can.
Thank you for your
get done what we can tonight. So times like this, Card Ace is pretty nice. Basically, Card Ace is just a system that keep me a certain amount of feet off of that head that I can program in there and steer with auto steer. We've had it for a while, and I never really used it that much whenever I'd run the cart, but when it's dusty like this, it's kind of nice. So anytime a combine breaks down, it can be an emotional experience. And what I mean by that is, most farmers, especially when, at the end of the day, that breakdown was not a big deal. In that it cost us 6 hours of running, which is 6 hours we're not going to get back, but we were up and going the same day. Huge plus there to AgRev. Good techs, good support. That's one of the reasons why you have a certain brand of combine. But anytime a combine breaks down, most farmers tend to get very antsy. Dad is no exception. He was pretty heated today. Now everything's running, everybody's happy. But you just gotta make sure that those emotional times don't lead to emotional decisions. Like, be honest, if there was a Kloss dealership right down the street and they had a class 9 or 8 combine sitting there, at that particular point in time, for a brief second, he might have traded it right then and there, which would have been a terrible idea. Combine has a 5-year warranty on it. We're still making payments on that combine because they're very expensive, And we were planning on keeping that machine for at least 5 years, so would have been an emotional decision leading to debt that we don't need. So glad she's rolling again. A little bit dusty. Now it's a lot dusty. Now, if you're wondering where BJ is, they're at the football game. The Bengals are playing the Steelers tonight, so that's where he is. It'll be interesting to see if he's in a good mood in the morning or a bad mood. Their performance seems to directly affect that for some reason. So the good news is, it would appear we're going to finish this field because we only have probably a couple acres left, which is fantastic. At least that way we can start the day off moving to the big field we're going to be in. Where we're going to move to, we got like 170 acres, which is where Dad's going to hang out all day tomorrow. So it's been following along for a little bit. You know that we have a wedding reception at our shop. My cousin's getting married. I'm his best man, so tomorrow is rehearsal day, so I've got to cut out of here early, and then during the wedding, the next day, I will be out of here pretty early. So trying to get moved to that place tomorrow. That way, with a short crew, we can still get harvesting done. Nice, efficient acres. Obviously, Dad and my brother are both going to have to quit to go to the wedding, so trying to get as much done as we can with that event going on. And if we can get that move knocked out, that'll be, in the morning we're waiting on the dew, that'll just help that a little bit. All right, we finished. Hallelujah. Well, I think we're going to leave the stuff down here since it's just me and Dad. And our pickups are both here, so leave this stuff and then we'll come back to get it tomorrow. Wasn't nearly as many acres today as we've been doing, but it was salvaged. We did get something done. Like I say, a lot of that is because of Agrev and old Travis got us back in action. I'll be honest, I thought the day was lost. And one thing, it's colder tonight. Doubt you can see it, but it is a very clear night and all the stars are out. And it's getting cold. Starting to feel like fall.